The program director's role is a bit of a hobby horse of mine, it always has been, because I absolutely believe that the program director's role is the most important role in any rostrum club. If the program's fantastic, two things will happen. People will stay and new people will join. The reverse is also the case. If the program is not a really well-structured, enjoyable program, then people won't stay and new members, visitors won't join. And so there's three key words that I believe are absolutely crucial to the program director's role. They are engaging, fun and challenging. The program needs to be engaging. It needs to capture people's interest so that they want to come and they look forward to their rostrum meeting because it's going to be interesting. But it also needs to be fun. The adult world of learning for adults has realised in the last few years, at last, that adults learning is exactly the same way as children, and that is, if they are having fun, then they learn. And so fun doesn't mean it needs to be frivolous, it just needs to be really, really enjoyable, entertaining even. And the final word is challenging. We have a lot of people who have been in rostrum a long time and they've become complacent. And they need to be challenged, but so do our newer members need to be challenged as well. So as a program director, make sure you build in activities that challenge the members. And so I want to give you here a little bit of a guide as a program director as to how you can really make your Rostrum Club programs those three things: engaging, fun and challenging. We're starting a video series called PPI, Priceless Program Ideas, and we'll be sending those out once a week and sometimes more than that to give you ideas in video format, and they'll be done so that you can either send them to your members directly, here's an activity that we're going to do this week, or the video can just be for you to give you some ideas. But we'll be sending those as we go along. The Rostrum Club program needs to be varied, but it needs to be varied in two ways. The first is it needs to be varied from week to week. There are still clubs who run the same program that they've run for years. Exactly the same program every week. Different people, but the same order of activities and the same activities themselves. So you need to build in variety from week to week. That builds the engagement and builds the enjoyment of the meeting. But the other aspect of variety is that you need to vary the meeting within the meeting so that things change. There are so many clubs who still have 3 6-minute speeches, and all those people learn is how to give a 6-minute speech. Give an experienced person a 2-minute speech, and it's as much of a challenge for them as for a newer person to do an 8-minute speech. So vary the program within the meeting, change the activities. There's lots and lots of resources available for you to find different activities. I've done a book called 104 Exercises. I'm happy to send it to you. Just email me, david@davidprice.com, and I can send you a copy of that. I can also send you a copy of a range of different agendas that rostrum clubs use to show you that clubs do things in different ways. The next aspect is you need to be aware of the specific needs of your members. So some members come to rostrum for specific needs. For instance, they may be going to present at a conference, or they may want to improve their persuasion skills when they stand up and speak at their sports club meeting or their choir meeting or wherever else they go. So as program director, really get to know your members and what their specific needs and what their challenges are, and roster activities that help them to achieve those goals, because that's really important for them. A conference is a really good example. We get people now who come because they need to present at a conference. So, and as an example, roster them to give their introduction to their conference presentation at a meeting, or roster them to do a specific component of their presentation at the conference, or maybe their closing. It doesn't really matter, but give them the opportunity to practice with PowerPoint if that's what they're going to use, because that's what they will find interesting, enjoyable, and it'll keep them coming back. Make sure you send the program out in plenty of time. For newer people particularly, they need and they want time to prepare. Experienced members, you and I know, often prepare in the car on the way to the meeting. Whether they admit it or not, we all do it, we've all done it. But the newer member doesn't do that, and so they need notice. At least 5 or 6 days or a week. That's really good. Longer is better as well. So the program director is a crucial role. Now, the Orbit and the Launchpad program, Launchpad is already available, Orbit will be coming out soon, gives you a really good guide. And the trick with the Launchpad program, because people are new to Rostrum, take them through those activities in the order that they're in the program. They've been very carefully designed so that they build on each other. You may add other little activities along the way, but make sure that the Launchpad activities are done in the order that they're in the booklet. It's really important for people's development. So, it's a crucial role, the program director. Well done for taking it on. It requires work, there's no doubt about that, but I can tell you, having been a program director many times for many years, it is really rewarding. It's rewarding to find out what people's real needs and challenges are and deliver activities that enable them to rise to those challenges and then see them grow and see them glow. So it's a great activity to be the program director in itself, and it's a great way to develop your own skills as a leader, and you are the linchpin of your club. So I wish you well in that role. It's really enjoyable, it's challenging in itself, but you are the key to making your club grow and thrive and maybe survive. But I want you to thrive. This is Freeman David Price. If I can help you with anything, please contact me. I'm happy to give any help that I can.